Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Candyman, and this is the second in 3 fantasy draft strategies. First one was offense. This one's going to be the defense builds championship strategy, and so we're just going to set up the franchise here. I'm just going to do the Bills because it's faster. Obviously, turn fantasy draft on. Customize these to whatever you want. I'm not saving this franchise. I'm just showing you guys the fantasy strategy. So, for the defense builds championships, depends on what pick you get. Okay, I get 22 again. It looks like every time you're the Bills, you get 22 because I got it in the last one too, as you guys know. So, for your defense, I'm going to show you guys. This is what I do when I want to build a good defensive team. I start with a defensive end. It's always who I start with. And so you want to draft young, relatively young. I mean, you don't want to go too far down to take somebody that's like faster. I mean, younger. Julius Peppers. I mean, Justin Smith, great player, cheap. Go with him. Okay. Second guy I want to get is probably a defensive tackle. So look for a younger guy. Ndamukong Suh. That guy's still available. And I'm going to tell you guys the steal of the draft right here. Marcel Darius. The guy's a beast. He develops. I mean, like, into a 99 player. So next guy you probably want to get, you're building your defense first before anything else. Middle linebacker. He's the captain of the defense. Stephen Tulloch, he's a viable option right now. 5 years in the league. He's already reached automatic captain. Okay, Brian Arakpo. And once again, it also depends on who you guys have for a team and what defense they run. So for the Bills, they run a 3-4, so you want to take 2 outsides, 2 middles, and only 1 defensive tackle. I took 2, but I put Darius at end because he's just as good. And I think for my other guy, I'll get Cushing. He's pretty good. Okay. So secondary, I always put secondary last, but it's up to you guys. You guys can do this in any order, but I like to draft like section by section of my defense. Marcus Trufant, pretty good. And Cromartie, he's really good. He's better than his 84 rating. So as you can see, I still have almost $100 million in cap room, and I've already built my whole defense pretty much. That's just from being smart, looking for the cheaper guys here. You see these injuries, I always turn pre-existing injuries off. I recommend doing that, especially for a fantasy draft. Adrian Wilson, but you probably want to go young. Eric Berry would be a better option probably than what I took. Michael Griffin, he's 4 years, 89. So now we have our 11 guys on defense. And see, there's still some pretty halfway decent options for a quarterback still. Josh Freeman, young, cheap, still 85 overall. So the biggest hit's probably going to be your offensive line because you're all your best players except for at center. You want to take a guy like Marquise Pouncey, 1 year in the league, already 88, cheap, and as you can see, best time to take him. So as you can see, you're not probably going to be the best offensive line ever. But this is the defense first strategy. So obviously, if you just want to build a stout defense that nobody can run over, this is for you, obviously. I usually always take my left tackle, even when I'm building my defense, but you guys want to see just defense first. So go load Holt. Not too bad, 77, you can settle. Tight ends, Scott Chandler, he's not bad. I have him in my regular franchise, and he does perfectly fine. He catches the ball, he runs with the ball, he blocks. So you're not going to get a really good receiver. Ocho Cinco, he's better than his 78 overall rating somehow in this game. And the second, you want to go pure speed. Just choose the fastest guy available, Devery Henderson, 77 overall. Take him. That's who your second receiver should always be. You want to take a kicker and a punter. Oh, shit. I missed on the punter. Oh, it's just because of speed. Okay, thank God. Yeah, as you can see, there's still... Funny guys. So take Robbie Gold as your kicker if he's still available because he's the youngest. And at punter, take Sam Cook because he's younger than Locklear and cheaper. So you want to get him. Okay. So now I still haven't taken a running back. And see, there's still plenty of viable options at running back right now. Felix Jones, he's not really an every down back though. Pierre Thomas, he's a good option to take. Okay, Sean Green's also a really good option to take. I'm going to take him too. So by now you should probably have all your starters that you need. So now you're just pretty much these fullbacks. I mean, I signed most of them in the off season. Marichich has done a good job in my franchise. You need a settle. And I think it depends on what you need for your third receiver, as I said in my offensive video. Well, for my slot receiver, I need catching Gaffney. He's not bad. 74, best catching left. So I'd recommend picking up that guy. Okay. So I have my 2 tackles, 2 guards, my center. I need another defensive end still, but Marcel's going to be playing defensive end for me. Got my 2 outsides, 2 middles, 2 corners, safeties, kicker, punter. So, obviously you'll be taking a hit, but I believe if you want to really build a good defense, this is worth it. Probably want to take your defensive backups after you take your offensive backups, just because they're going to be more important on offense. So, yeah, and when you're done, just when you don't want to draft anymore, it's usually around 25. When you're done taking all your starters, you don't really care anymore. You can just sim. So this is about it. I'll post a picture of the first 10 picks that you should take if you want to build your defense. I'll put that in the description. Or not the description, at the end of the video. My bad. So, comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Peace.